Would you fancy yourselves guys as snowbirds?
As snowbirds? For 6 months out of the year,
Yeah.
we are.
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
We have a business in Nashville, and so we're there 6 months out of the year, and we decided that Yuma was going to be our second home, and we built a home out here last year, so we are snowbirds to Yuma, and when we go back to Nashville, we actually live in our motorhome, as we just sold our home there, our real home, so now we have a four-wheel home.
Do you think Tennessee is a lot different from Yuma?
Oh, yes. Yeah. It gets very cold there. And so I guess you would consider, although we're not from up north, it still gets cold there in central.
You guys are a little bit closer here than a lot of, I've heard people coming from Canada and Ohio, but so it's not that bad of a commute, right? Or a little bit? 10
Almost
hours?
2,000 miles.
Oh, it's 2,000 miles?
Well, about 1850,
yeah,
I think. Yeah,
okay,
about 18. Depends on which route we take, but if we take the most direct, it's about 1850.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I take back what I said.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like Kentucky,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
maybe, but Kentucky is still pretty far away.
Yeah, it is,
Because
it
you have to
is.
get across New Mexico. And do you guys take different routes to get here sometimes? Or?
Sometimes we do. Yeah, sometimes we run the I-40 route across, and sometimes we do the I-10 and I-20 into Arkansas in that way. And
Depends on the weather. Yeah.
drop south if it's going to snow.
And you meet people from different states? And
Absolutely. I mean, it's unbelievable. But mostly here, I think it's mostly Northwest people would be the majority, all of the Northwest, and including Canada. And there are some back east, some here.
when did you start this whole RV lifestyle?
We're actually boaters, is how we started it, but there's a lot of parallels between the boating and the RVing. I had never actually been inside an RV, so it was a completely new experience, but we had to jump in with both feet, seeing we had a business that was revolved around the RV industry. So we've had not travel trailers, fifth wheels. We had a couple of those, and then we bought a coach in 2005, and so we've been RVing ever since then.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like she said, we were in boating, and sort of like RVing is, like she said, is a lot like boating. It just moved from a water yacht to a land yacht, and it's probably much more inexpensive to operate.
How long ago did you meet Mujeeb?
A couple months ago, I think, although I had contacted him via email from back home in Nashville and told him that we were coming out, and we were actually, I was interested in doing the window shades, the automatic window shades in the cockpit only. That's what we started with, and it's gone on. We just keep doing and adding more things that we want to have done to the coach because of it just looks so good. The more he did, the better it looked.
How long ago was this?
It's been a couple months. Let me see. We've been here. Well, October, November. I guess it's been 3 months since we actually met him, but it's maybe been 4 months since I contacted him via email.
You saw the website?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what did you Google? I mean, if you remember, you guys wanted to get the shades redone first.
Yes.
Okay.
And what had happened is we had been by here several times last season, and I couldn't remember the name of the place, so I Googled, RV upgrades in Yuma, Arizona, and he came up, and I read the reviews and things about his work and whatever, and so I told him when we get here, let's see what he can do for us.
There's tech savvy. God, you're pretty better than I am. And so you guys are you were open to it?
Oh yeah. We like she said, we wanted to have a few things done. We ended up getting a lot of things done, and more than we had planned on. But because everything is such a nice upgrade, and it makes a little bit older coach look more modern, up to date with the new coaches. So And
Do you mind if I ask, like, which parts you got redone?
well, we had the all new flooring. We had the old tile and carpet taken out, and
Throughout the whole coach.
throughout the whole coach, and put in all new. A real nice. It looks like wood, but it's, I think, a commercial grade vinyl that looks like real hardwood flooring. It's just absolutely beautiful. And
If anything's just gonna
Yeah, it's
just,
it's in random sizes. What is it?
I think 7.5 and a 4, something
And a
like
4,
that.
and they lay them randomly, and so it looks and it's got it looks like grooves of real wood, so it's quite nice.
They redid the whole thing, and then the window shades and the new TV, and
They
yeah.
totally redid the whole front end of the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, took everything out. We had the large box TV, and they took the entire thing out. We put a 40-inch flat screen in, set it back, and then did the in the bedroom. We took the TV out, and they made a cabinet storage area there. Put a new high definition
TV in the front and back.
satellite receiver on top
dish,
of the
yeah.
coach. So
I think we told Mujeeb that what we wanted when he got done, when he finished, what we wanted is this is what I told him. I want it to look like it just came from the factory. And he said, I want it to look better than that. And
Yeah.
which I thought was, hey, that's pretty good, you know,
Yeah.
because he's pretty meticulous about his work. He wants everything to be great. And so far we're working on that. It looks good.
To buy a new motorhome is like another $200,000, right? And I mean, I'm not to get into
Minimally.
specifics. Yeah, minimum, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, do you think other people, it's good for them to at least consider this to help them out?
I would recommend it, especially if they have a diesel pusher. The miles, they don't, generally speaking, people don't put the kind of miles on a motorhome that they would, like truckers put on the big trucks with the diesel engines. These engines are usually going to last them for a long, long time. The motorhomes are nice, but rather than go and trade and a lot of money back into a new one, if you have something you really like, but you want it to be really modern, up to date, this is the way to go. Really.
put some of the new features, because with every new model they put something new to entice the buyer to trade up. So Mujeeb allows us to come into his showroom and pick new furniture, new fabrics, new flooring, and it just gives you that that new look, that new feel, that which would cost you a whole lot more money if you just were going into trade up.
Yeah, and I think too, if you have, well, like our sofa, we thought we wanted the new leather-looking sofa in there, but actually, I
I forgot to say about that.
it looks like we have a brand new one, because the reupholstery is absolutely amazing. It went from the cloth to this, and it looks like they put a brand new one in there for a lot less money.
Yeah,
It was absolutely amazing.
and new recliner too.
New recliners,
And
yeah.
recliners,
Mhm. So yeah, and everything is just, it's great, very good.
so, yeah.
I was gonna ask one last question. Get out of here, Mujeeb. Get out of here. So one last question, and I'll let you guys alone. You guys have been amazing and great. And so basically, when you dealt with Mujeeb and on the phone, and how was the process overall?
Well, I guess I was the one that basically spoke with him. He was very congenial. He's got a sense of humor beyond control. I mean, we've really hit it off well with him. He's been very concerned about making us happy. And throughout the whole process, I think we had one little thing happen that it was a lack of communication on both of us, either us or him. And I mean, he just jumped, no, I'm going to make, whatever we were supposed to do, we're going to do. He was just very, very, what what am I trying to say?
He's very meticulous. He wants
Well,
it
the
done.
meticulous,
He wants it done
meticulous.
right, and he wants it done the way you wanted it, not the way that maybe one of his employees thought it should have been done.
Yeah, he wants
But
you to
he wants it to
have,
be done
he
right.
wants when you leave, he wants it to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he accepts anything other than that. If you're not happy, he's going to make you happy,
Yep.
regardless of what it takes him to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But good guy. He's
I would
really a good
definitely
guy.
recommend, in fact, we have some of our neighbors. I think we've had a neighbor has already come down here and had the shades, the cockpit shades put in, electric shades, motorized. And we've had people come down, friends of ours, that look at them in the process here, thinking about having some work done. And their same thing, it's just, so the word of mouth is the big, and anybody's been in business know word of mouth is the best advertising. You get somebody that talks good about you, and and I think that's his goal, is he wants everybody to be happy. He wants them to be satisfied with what they got, and that's what we want.
He's very proud of his work, and he should be, because it's excellent. Excellent.
You guys are so kind.